Now we will discuss about important concept of heat capacity and specific heat. Heat capacity and specific heat also play an important role in thermodynamics. So what is heat capacity? The heat capacity of any substance is the quantity of heat needed to raise the temperature of that substance by 1 degree centigrade, right? So heat capacity is nothing but it deals with the quantity of heat. And how much amount of heat, friend? That amount of heat is nothing but that amount of heat should raise the temperature of a sample of a substance by 1 degree Celsius. So what is now heat capacity? I can write heat capacity as Q by delta T. C is the heat capacity, right? So what is Q? Q is the quantity of heat and delta T is the change in temperature, right? So heat capacity is directly proportional to the amount of substance. So this is another important property, right? So heat capacity is not only depending on the quantity of heat, it is also depending on the amount of system. And how it is depending, friends? It is directly proportional. Now you know that this heat capacity is directly proportional to quantity of heat, and you know that it is depending on the amount of substance of a given system also. Now hence we can generate another important equation which is dealing with mass of the systems or amount of the substance and also the heat required. So that specific heat is called as specific heat capacity. That heat capacity is called specific heat capacity. It is the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius. Here we didn't discuss anything about amount of substance. Here for specific heat capacity we are discussing about amount of a substance, right? So what is Q now? Q is again the heat required to raise the temperature. M is the mass of the substance. S is the specific heat. Remember friends, C is the heat capacity, S is the specific heat, right? So don't get confused. And delta T is again the temperature difference, which is playing an important role in calculating heat capacity also.